My name is Jeff Coffin. I'm a saxophonist with Dave Matthews Band, and I have my own group, the Mu'tet, and I'm a D'Addario performing artist as well. How I got started in music was that I was living in a small town in Maine, and I had a great director up there named Arthur Lagasse, and he would teach all the instruments. It was one of those places where the director had to do everything. So, he was very encouraging, and he really fanned the flames. I think that great directors can make all the difference in the world. That's one of the reasons why I do a lot of education also. I'm trying to share some of those experiences, that inspiration that I felt. The word education comes from the Latin root of educare, which means to draw out. So if you have a great teacher who's encouraging that curiosity and that sense of discovery, I think that you'll have more students that are willing to explore those things. And so I think that this is twofold. It's not only for the young player, but it's also speaking to the teacher to encourage that creativity, to think outside the box, to allow thinking that is different than your own. Private instruction is probably the most important thing that you can do as a young musician and even as a developing musician. And I think that when you have a one-on-one relationship with a student, like I teach at Vanderbilt now as well, so I get to see them week after week and I get to see their development. So we're having an ongoing professional and personal relationship with these students that helps them to develop as people, but also as musicians at the same time. So we get to kind of mentor them, and for a student, it's someone other than their parents that they have responsibility to as well. I always tell them it's 168 hours in a week. You take a lesson with me for an hour, you're on your own for 167 hours. Who's doing the work? I was approached by D'Addario a number of years back through some mutual friends, and it's been great. They're amazing people, and they're very supportive, and that they care about the people that they're working with, that they have a concentration in education. We're working hard together to get these students to really check out the products, to understand that D'Addario not only deals with reeds, but they deal with drum heads, cables, numbers of different things. It's a parent company over a lot of different companies under the D'Addario name. Everything needs to be connected now. Everything is connected, and I think that musically, one of the things with music and arts is that it helps to kind of bring everybody to the same place. So if you go to a different school, if you're on a trip somewhere, music and arts is probably going to be involved. There's a huge network of not only private teachers, but repair people as well that do really high quality work. You can get instruments, you can get reeds, you can get mouthpieces, you can get sheet music. It's kind of like the one place where you can go and get what you need. And the other great thing is that it's networked all the way through the country. There's 100 and some odd stores in the country, and they work with like 600 or so different retailers as well. So music and arts is kind of like the web that's connecting all these different schools and these different musicians. So I think that, the more we can build those things all the way through, the stronger these programs can get, the more support that gets behind them. And man, more power to music education. More power to them, absolutely.